Welcome everyone to Bonifabcustom. Today I'm going to be showing you our Pantograph kit. Now, what is a Pantograph? Well, basically it's a copy machine. Now this one here that I offer is one that I use with a plasma cutter. So it is basically engineered to run a plasma cutter. Now you can use it in other purposes, or you may put other things on there to copy. But this one here will copy a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, I also had some customers make some modifications to change the ratio, but this one here in particular in the kit is a 1-to-1. Now, it has a travel of over 24 inches, so just over 2 feet, and it can travel both in the X and Y. It does not move in the Z axis. Now, the main construction, or the main arms on this pantograph, are made out of 1/2 inch by 2 inch 6061 aluminum. And the main arms that house the bearings for this are made out of steel. Now, I have a previous video I made of the specifics of how I built it, dimension-wise, and so on and so forth. You can take a look at that video, but this video is basically for someone that wants to purchase something like this from me. Now, if you're interested in it, email me at bonifabcustom@gmail.com and I can give you the pricing and shipping details on this specific pantograph. Now, let's take a look at some of the features of it, some of the details of why it's built like this. Specifically, the difference between the one I showed on my previous video, the one I built, the main arms were just punched on my press. Now they're fully CNC machined, so there's a lot more accuracy in the main arms of these aluminum arms. Again, if we look closely at some of the bushings and bolts, you might notice that the bolts are very high, or they're extra long, or there's some extra bushings on a lot of these parts. Now, the reason for that is because of adjustability. Depending on what you're putting it on, or what kind of torch you're using, or what kind of table, it could be adjusted fully if you take them out and you can rearrange where those bushings are. Now, they're fully ball bearing. There are 8 ball bearings on here, 2 inch, 1 inch diameter ball bearings. So it's very rugged, it's very strong, and again, it's made for cutting with a plasma cutter. Works great for that. Basically, what I do is I make templates that are 3D printed, very inexpensive, and depending on the stylus or the diameter I want to use of the stylus, the one that it comes with is usually about a 3/16 diameter. So I want to make my template 3/16 diameter smaller, or sorry, half of 3/16 smaller, so that it compensates for that radius as I go around. But basically, I'll put this on one side, my plasma cutter on the other, and I can cut out different objects. For me, I use it for knife making purposes. I cut out blanks, and in that way, it makes it a lot easier to duplicate or make a production of a certain style of knife. So let's take a closer look at the pantograph and its parts. Now, we can see these arms. They are 3/8 by 1 inch thick solid steel. Again, ball bearings inside, 2 on each arm, on each end. And again, these bushings, they're made out of an acetal or a Delrin type plastic. You can see them on all 3 of the joints there. And it moves very nicely, very smoothly. And again, strong construction. I wanted it to be pretty rugged, especially when you're going to put on a plasma torch on this end here. Now, this kit comes with an 1" 20" diameter hole, and it has a set screw on the side for the torch. Now, if you need a specific size, just let me know and I can make it accordingly. On the opposite end for the stylus, it is basically a 5/8 hole, and I turn down the end, and I have these two diameters here. One's about 3/16, and I think the other one is 3/8 of an inch. And if you need a certain size diameter of stylus, again, let me know and I can make one specifically for your needs. Again, it has a set screw, so you can adjust it up and down. It has this nice base on it with 4 3/8 holes, so you can mount to a tabletop. And also in the kit, it comes with this little bag that has an extra bushing, a couple of extra nuts here, and 4 screws with nuts and washers. So these ones here would go underneath the main body here onto your table or whatever, and those are supplied with the pantograph. And again, if we look at it, has extra bushings here. The bolts are extra long, so you have that ability to adjust where you want that your stylus or the height of your torch. Now again, it will come just like this, assembled completely and either ready to go, or if you need to take it apart and make some adjustments for yourself. But they are all tested before they're sent out. So now let's take a quick look at some of the features being machined and made at Bonifabcustom. So if you need any more information on the specifics of this machine, or you need to know some pricing, shipping, please don't hesitate to email me at bonifabcustom@gmail.com, and I'll do my best to get it back to you as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you later on with another fabrication video.